So then they air every day in the next week. They air them 30, 40 times. They're re-airing last year's episodes. It's got to be in the hundreds now. These things are on all the time. They're very popular. The Police State FEMA special only aired one time, 3 weeks ago on Friday night. It aired one time, and it gave people the full spectrum breakdown. Ventura at the end said, the police state isn't coming. It's here. People say it can't happen here. It already has. It was hardcore. I felt proud of being involved. I called Ventura up that night at home and congratulated him. I called his son, Tyrell. I called Michael Braverman. I congratulated him. I'd never done that before. I said, this was incredible. It was scheduled, on the schedule to air the next Friday before the new show. It was supposed to air at 8 p.m. Central before the 9 p.m. Central premiere of the new one. Didn't air. I kind of thought, well, maybe it's a snafu. Then it didn't air again. Then I started making phone calls. And, you know, you work with people. They say, well, I really, can't tell you anything unless it's off record. Well, then I can't come to you with something off record. So I just called Ventura up this morning. He just learned about it in the last few days because he's busy too. He fires and forgets, makes the show and moves on. And so here's the article updated at prisonplanet.com and infowars.com. In fact, I don't even know if it's on Prison Planet yet. It went up 15 minutes ago. Police State episode of Hit Ventura show covering FEMA camps pulled from air. Update from Alex Jones. In fact, we'll put this from infowars.com up on screen. Update from Alex Jones and Governor Jesse Ventura on secretive police state cancellation. You notice they're not saying why it was pulled. You notice no one's in the news saying it was inaccurate. It's just pulled out of the schedule. It's pulled out of the, off the site. The clips, the video clips on the True TV site are pulled. It just disappears. It just doesn't exist. Of the 8 episodes, there's only 7 listed now. Update from Alex Jones and Governor Jesse Ventura on secretive police state cancellation. And so I can talk about it because Jesse wants it talked about. And he's not giving a full statement yet. He's going to do more investigation, but next week he said he'll probably come on the show. He's deciding what he's going to do right now. Update from Alex Jones and Governor Jesse Ventura on secretive police state cancellation. This is an update on the now confirmed bizarre cancellation of the police state FEMA camp episode from True TV's schedule, which is apparently due to background pressure. I wrote this with Aaron right before I went live on air today. Call him in here. I want to update this. It is due to background pressure. I'm just not authorized to say what. In fact, just call Aaron in here right now. It's not apparently due to background pressure. It is due to background pressure. To just have him take apparently out. Alex Jones, a consultant to the show who appears in Police State, noticed 3 weeks ago that the episode was scheduled to air before the then newest episode on Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. Alex knew the encore presentations were consistently replayed over and over prior to brand new Friday premiere episodes. So red flags went up when it did not re-air like all the others. Now that more inconsistencies have been documented, Alex made some phone calls to get to the bottom of the matter. This morning, Alex spoke with Governor Jesse Ventura and discovered that he was fully aware of the fact that police state had been pulled due to pressure from within the government. Now, that's the bombshell. That's all I can say, and I'm going to leave it there. But out of the government, from a branch of government, that's what did this. The government doesn't want you to see what you saw. You understand that? In America, if they're not buying off a network like MSNBC, if they're not paying for it behind the scenes with your tax money, the gov just calls up and shuts it down. This morning, Alex spoke with Governor Ventura and discovered that he was fully aware of the fact that police state had been pulled due to pressure from the government. And I already have that separately from the other sources, but now Ventura's out in the open so I can talk about it. The former Minnesota governor and star of the show indicated that he's not ready to make a full statement yet and that he's still investigating the details and talking with network execs. However, Ventura urged that people have a right as citizens to contact True TV and let them know that they want to see it back on air. Whatever the full cause of the behind-the-scenes pressure, it is clear that the government does not want audiences discussing FEMA camps and fusion centers or looking up H.R. 645, the bill named and read in the episode that authorizes FEMA emergency centers and gives you a blueprint of what they've already built. Alex has done all he can to make sure that True TV series is packed with hard-hitting facts and full of real, substantial issues. Though the show employs the dramatic techniques used through television, this is not the typical stuff. People had better understand that these are truly groundbreaking shows that are discussing damning evidence that the establishment doesn't want sinking into the minds of the mainstream audience. Yeah, through their mind control box. Who knows if tonight's water episode investigating lithium and uranium and fluoride being added to drinking water as a means of population control will itself even air or be repeated after the fact. Lovers of liberty and supporters of conspiracy theories show had better cue their DVRs and other recorders and save the episode for good. Because with the censorship we've already seen, it is difficult to know how long this program will be on the air or whether its episodes will air or repeat.
Normal blood pressure, naturally. How would that make you feel?
I'm Don from New Mexico. January of 2000, I had a heart attack. Then my real health began going downhill, and I had high blood pressure, high blood sugar, poor vision, and I really wasn't sleeping well. I was a mess, pretty much.
Don reports dramatic improvements with Heart and Body Extract.
I started taking Heart and Body Extract, and from within a few days, I started sleeping a lot better. My blood pressure normalized, my blood sugar normalized, and my sleep really did improve.
Experience these benefits and more when your body gets what it needs with the assistance of Heart and Body Extract. Order at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305. That's hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305.
And folks, I did not expect this at all. By the 7th, 8th, and 9th day, I saw dramatic improvements from taking Heart and Body Extract.
Details at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The New World Order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Attention shoppers, please stay in line. You must be scanned and searched before entering the mall area. Attention, you must disrobe and pass through the scanner at mall security before entering the building.
Hey, most GCN listeners know that the future of Christmas shopping may quite well be that scary. And while we're not there yet, as shoppers, we still face terrible traffic, crazy lines, and even crazier shoppers. But this year can be different. You can still opt out of the craziness and do your shopping off the grid by going to offthegridchristmas.com, where you'll find our new Christmas video featuring an amazing assortment of truly hard-to-get gifts. Gifts you simply won't find in stores. These are gifts that can help anyone on your list become better prepared for the hard times ahead. And here's the best part. Prices have been slashed until December 15th. This year, opt out of the lines. You won't get fined. You'll get great discounts on all kinds of off-the-grid gear by going to offthegridchristmas.com. Go to offthegridchristmas.com. That's offthegridchristmas.com.
I want to bring Ted Anderson up because gold is surging towards another all-time high, $1,407 and climbing, silver going way up. The huge announcement, China's gold imports surge 5-fold. We'll get Ted's take on what that means. But listeners, do you understand that pressure has been put on True TV to pull the episode? And it's been gone for 3 weeks. It is not re-aired like all the other episodes. And we don't even know if the JFK is going to be re-airing. They're not re-airing it tonight before the new show, as they normally would. That's super hardcore. And it just shows that this country's not as free as we thought it was. See, stuff can fly under the radar. The system's pretty arrogant. The episodes went on last year. But I told you, these episodes were so hardcore, it's got the system scared. Because let me tell you, that police state special 100% nailed the takeover program. I mean, what, are they going to call the Wall Street Journal today or Wired Magazine and say, don't report that we're tracking everyone in real time illegally? No, you're the crooks. You're the ones doing stuff that's wrong. We're done. It's time for people to come out in the open about this. And I commend Ventura for saying, well, I got to do more research, but we do know this is going on, and we know the specifics. But he wants to flesh it out further on his response before he does something. And he even said to me, he said, what more can I do, Alex? I mean, I go and do this show. I fly all over and get groped. I try to get the truth out to people, and then this happens. So, you know, he gets a little disenchanted, but he's a fighter. We'll see what Ventura does. He's already fought today saying, you tell your audience, it's their right as citizens to say they want to see it back on air if they want. I want to bring up Ted Anderson. Ted, what do you think of the police state episode being memory hold?
Well, I mean, it's just another Big Brother intervention. I mean, I don't know why they want to keep the fog over our eyes. I guess if if you want to introduce tyranny, you want to make sure that the people aren't aware of it. But I think everybody's, they're smart enough to figure that one out. It's just it's just another nail in the coffin to our constitutional rights, our liberty here as Americans. The government wants to keep us, keep the wool over our eyes so we don't know what's going on, so we don't fight against this.
Well, it's now being confirmed that they are putting people on no-fly lists who criticize the government, including CNN reporters. I mean, they are so dirty, Ted.
Alex, it boils my blood, and I know it does for everybody in this audience. I mean, we should be just, obviously True TV is taking a big risk putting Jesse Ventura and you on the air like that. I mean, but still, this is what we need. This country is so hungry for this. I mean, we're talking millions of people that are watching that.
Well, here's another wrinkle. What did Ventura say? He had a 3-year contract with MSNBC. They hired him basically knowing he was anti-war, then stuck a gag in his mouth and said, your TV show's canceled, even though it got great ratings, and you're not allowed to do media interviews for 3 years.
Yeah, they paid him to keep quiet because he's under contract. I mean, that's the way they operate.
But of course, now we know it was the government funding MSNBC all along. That's how evil they are. Now he comes back with another show, and government's coming in.
Yep, of course.
That's why when I've been offered by some of the biggest TV networks in the country, my own TV show and also my own investigative reports and reality shows, I just say no. Because if I don't act like a clown, they're not going to put it on television. And I remember a big filmmaker who made a show for Discovery Channel, their most expensive show ever. It was almost $4 million for 5 episodes. And they came back to the director and said, make these guys look kooky. And he didn't, so they just canceled $3.9 million on Discovery Channel. That was 3 years ago. So now when I get the almost weekly calls offering me TV shows, I just go no. Because they won't let it on air. Stay there, Ted.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Silver Lungs generator. Now you can produce pure and endless colloidal silver and deliver the solution directly into the bloodstream by breathing the solution through the lungs. The respiratory system is the first line of defense for airborne pathogens and viruses. The Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced nano-silver solutions and also delivers the silver nanoparticles instantly into the bloodstream. With continued legislation threatening the sale of nano-silver products, you can now produce pure and endless colloidal silver with the Silver Lungs generator. Very easy to follow step-by-step instructions are provided, making production fast and simple. Go to www.silverlungs.com today and learn more about the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs generator. That's www.silverlungs.com.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.